Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. 5 months later, we got the truck back from paint. Came out good, not perfect. You see me do a lot of patina builds on the channel. 5 months wait for paint and body for it to be okay. That's pretty much why I do a lot of patina builds. Took quadruple the time that I was quoted, and it was bit of a headache, but we got it back. Like I said, it came out good. Still needs to be color sanded and buffed, but it's time to start putting it back together. Today's episode, we're going to do the interior. So I got a ACC carpet kit to toss in, and as you see behind me, I got the split buckets and the center console. So it's time to toss that in. The reason we're not going to toss it together today is I want to send it to get color sanded and buffed before I put on the grill and the other accessories. This way they could color sand and buff up underneath the grill and other things without basically having the back mask, and you won't have any obstructions too. This way you won't see orange peel like underneath the grill, underneath the wing, or like up close to it. This way could just color sand and buff real good. And then next episode, we'll toss all the exterior stuff on. So let's get started on the interior right now. All right, so as you can see, the complete cab has been stripped down. I'll put a picture up here of what if you didn't see the other episode, I'll put a picture up here of what the original interior looked like. Basically, it was it wasn't a split buckets, but it was the split bench with the fold down center armrest, which doubled as a third seat. So it didn't have the center console, but it was clean, beautiful condition interior. So I stripped it down before I sent it to paint. This way I could sell off that interior, recoup some of my build cost. And then I already had this split buckets and center console that I knew I was going to toss in after. It had the original factory rubber mat. We're going to put an ACC carpet kit, which will match this back carpet piece as close as possible. I have that sitting out in the sun baking, so it'll be easier to form as much as possible. I vacuumed out this as good as possible. I left the factory padding that was in here. The ACC carpet kit actually has padding on it, so with the two combined, it should be nice and plush. So let's start getting the carpet kit in here, fit it as good as possible. I'm going to trim the front and back. I might not trim the sides 100% yet, because I'm not going to put the side seals on today, since I'm going to be in a future episode doing a stereo install. I'll put those on afterwards, because I don't want to put them on, take them off, put them on, take them off, and the truck is older. Putting them on, taking them off a couple times, you might start cracking some of the tabs for the clips. So I'm going to leave those off. I'll trim the carpet sides 100% once I put the seals on at the last time, but I will trim the front and back 100% today, and get the seats on and the center console on today. So let's get this carpet in and fit it. So before you start, there's bolt holes, pins and stuff like that for stuff to come through for the seats, jack mount, stuff like that. Before you start slicing, just kind of make sure you start making sure the mold sits right first. Take your time, take a good 5, 10, 15 minutes, take as much time as you want. Because once you start cutting holes in it, you're locked into that decision. So don't be afraid to sit there and take your time with it. This back half I'm pretty much happy with. I'm gonna start cutting for the seat bolts, that jack mount, sit those down, and then work this front half. All right, two things. Always brand new blade when you're doing this. Don't try and do this with a dull blade, especially if you spent money on a brand new carpet. And then keep scissors nearby too. This way, you just start working and you don't have to pause and get out to move. So that's that one. I'm gonna go and get that one. Alright, that looks good. Basically from about here back. There's a brace right here that I need to unbolt, and then I'll cut a hole for it, put that back, and then I can start tucking everything underneath the dash. What I also want to do at that point is sit the center console in to kind of lock this center piece in, and then go from there. Then I could toss that seat in and this seat in. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I think it pretty much sat in good. So let me unbolt this, and basically it's this bar right here. Let me unbolt that and we'll go from there. So I'm around that bar now. Now this is pretty much the hardest part. Back part trimming, it's easy. Pretty much fit it, mark it, cut it. And you pretty much want to kind of tuck it underneath this piece. The front is kind of hard because it's hard to fold it and see how much you want. So you want to kind of cut longer than what you need, test fit it, and then pull it back and trim more if you need to. So with the pedals, this is the harder part. With no pedals on that side, it's easier. So you kind of want to kind of eyeball it, push it up in here and see how much you're gonna need. Use a piece of chalk, kind of mark it, or a piece of tape, bring it back, and then cut it straight across. And then that'll be basically how much you're gonna cut off, and then tuck it up underneath. So next thing is the center console. Wrestle it into place. The feet will get kind of pushed, squashed down, so before you get it fully situated, kind of press them down. That'll help you. Seems about right. Probably get a little mallet, tap it a little bit more forward. Give it a snug fit before I get the seats in. Alright, so that's pretty much a wrap for today. Got the carpet kit in, seats and center console in. I just need to put the dash on, the dash face on, but I'm going to do that after we do the stereo system, like I mentioned, since I'm going to be pulling out this head unit, replacing it with another head unit, running wires, amp, subwoofer, and new speakers. At that point, I'll put the door panels on, these side panels on. I'm also going to have the headliner redone. So that's the other reason I'm leaving these side panels off anyways, because those will be pulled when you drop the headliner. Honestly, the ACC pre-molded carpets make it a breeze, drops in real nice and easy, dresses up the interior. Again, here's a picture of what the interior looked like before. Swapping from the rubber mat to the carpet dresses up this interior. These body styles of the Silverados, it's nice that all the interiors interchangeable, so you can swap out the bench, get the center console. It updates the interior a lot with the armrests, everything like that. Once we get the dash put together, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with a suede headliner or Alcantara simulated suede, a darker color. This is lighter, so I'll probably go a darker color like this. That'll really dress up this cabin. It'll really pretty much finish up the look on this interior. I'll take off this little wood piece that was on this glove box door, and this cabin will look super clean for pretty much a stock interior, except for the only upgrade being the suede or simulated suede headliner. This cabin is going to look really, really nice. So again, as always, if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for the next episode. This will come back from being color sanded and buffed. We'll get the mirrors on, the grille on, the wing on, any emblems, any last minute trim, and you'll see pretty much the completion of the SS conversion. I also want to redo the exhaust on this. This does have aftermarket exhaust, but I want to redo that. That'll be another episode, and maybe a different wheel and tire treatment. But other than that, that should wrap up the SS conversion on this, and you'll be able to see the final product. Again, thanks again for tuning in. See you on the next episode.